Welcome to the Ungrateful Ambassadors. I'm Super Mouse.
I'm Hidetoshi Yosuke.
And today, I'm going to tell a story.
Ooh, story time.
So, the other day, I'm sitting, at home, nothing to do, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me finally watch Justice League Apokolips. And as I'm about to watch it, I get a text from my boy Dorothy. He's like, yo, he tries to get on, PlayStation, take shots, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, I'm about to watch this movie. And I don't have no liquor anyway. So, it's whatever. All I got to do. So, yeah, I'm just like, I just want to see some dudes get fucked up. Boy.
Nick.
As you can hear, I knew people was going to get fucked up. I ain't know niggas was going to get fucked up like that.
Oh, yeah, nigga. There was no joke in that movie whatsoever.
Son,
Shit
they
was
got
serious.
fucked up, son. Oh, my God. Like, I really had no idea. Was it like that in Justice League Dark?
What? Like in the comics?
I know it wasn't close to that. But, like, in the movie, because I didn't watch the movie either. I didn't watch the first Justice League Dark. The one with just Constantine.
Oh,
right?
You didn't watch that one.
And the funny part is when I saw like the poster for it, I thought that was Jim Gordon. I didn't know of it, so I just thought it was Jim Gordon. Right. Yeah, so then I found that out when this movie started, because then he's like in the beginning. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay. And then he's like talking to Zatanna in the bed. He's like, yeah, Z, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Z? And I'm like, and I know that. Is that Zatanna? Like, why the fuck is she with Jim Gordon?
Wrong with that.
And then when she calls him John, that's why I'm like, oh. So then I'm like, nah, I can't skip this shit. I'm like, fuck it, let me go find Justice League Dark. I couldn't find Justice League Dark. Like, when I went to look for it, it kept bringing up Apokolips. So I'm like, fuck it, I guess I gotta watch Apokolips. And so I jumped into it. Starts out, of course, them in their meeting. Raven's having these fucking problems because what's the name keep trying to get out, and then she's trying to hold him down. Yeah, so I'm just like, oh, here we go with this shit. And then this nigga Superman holding his meeting, talking about, hey, we found out where Apokolips is. We need to run up on this nigga and take him the fuck out. And this nigga, the voice of reason in the fucking room, Lex Luthor, talking about, have we tried talking to him yet?
Right.
Did we even give that option? Maybe we could,
There's
put
no
on
talking to Darkseid. Nigga, it's Darkseid. He don't give a fuck.
This nigga, Superman, fucking just crushes some fucking wall or something in the ship. And I'm sitting there like, hey, nigga, what are you doing?
What you in here?
That's our shit.
We in here. Why are you breaking our shit?
Hey, what's wrong with you? This nigga got anger issues. Like, somebody need to get him together. But he's like, nah, we gotta do this shit. We gotta go. And so they're like, well, fuck it. I guess we going, huh? They go out there, they get fucked up.
Oh, but don't forget to mention the fact that the reason why they got fucked up.
Son, when they first pulled out there, before they even went.
No, I'm talking about the fact that Darkseid was watching the whole meeting through Cyborg's eye.
Right. That nigga knew they was coming the whole time.
Right, he's like, oh, I got a surprise for this.
Right.
Yeah. Roll up.
Like I said, they said it ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he has parademons mixed with Superman's blood or fucking, what's the name's blood? Doomsday. Yeah. He's like, yeah, so now they not parademons, they paradooms. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, well, that's great. Why are they rushing in there again? Y'all niggas are not prepared for this.
At all. Like, Superman barely beat Doomsday. How the fuck you gonna fight hundreds of Doomsday?
Right.
But okay.
Yeah. So they rolling up on fucking Darkseid with all these fucking paradooms waiting for their ass. And sure enough, when they pull up, they get slaughtered.
Absolutely
okay?
fucking murked.
Son, oh man. Nigga, fucking Captain Marvel got his leg ripped off and all this other shit. Like, Superman had to get him the fuck up out of there. And you just saying, like, all these heavy hitters getting just destroyed, son.
Decimated.
All right, and we talking about Justice League niggas, so you know they OP as hell. They got fucked up. So then it was like, all right, well, fast forward. Fast forward through time. And now, this nigga, Constantine, just sitting at the bar, who, if you don't know who Constantine by now is, he's just Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's the DC version of Doctor Strange.
He's Doctor Strange.
Pretty much.
That's all he is.
Pretty much.
What, did he make a deal with the devil or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright, so he's out there. He's at a bar with some other, like, powerful ass nigga who I don't even know what the fuck his name is.
It's Etrigan.
That nigga mean as shit.
Yeah, okay? Etrigan is that dude. Okay? Like, Etrigan is that dude. He is a demon that was tied to a medieval, like, warrior. He was a knight back in the day. And basically, his soul was bound to the knight's soul as like a punishment, but they lived together for so long, which is kind of what you missed as far as Justice League Dark. Finding out about Etrigan is like, so, you know, his soul was tied to the knight's soul. So basically, the knight has lived for centuries because of having Etrigan inside of his body. But every time he wants, like, think Shazam, but a demon. So it's like, you know, whenever the kid's like, Shazam, he turns into Shazam. For Etrigan, the knight had to do this whole rhyme shit, and then the rhyme ends, and then he transforms into Etrigan, because Etrigan speaks in rhymes most of the time. Except in this movie, he's kind of like, nah. Because, you know, like, shit that happened, and he's just done. He's just like, nah.
Right.
Like,
as Constantine's like, not rhyming this time, he is like, ugh.
Right, yeah, you don't even fucking care. Like, fuck rhymes.
Right.
And then, what does it even mean anymore?
Right.
Like,
then Superman and Raven pull up to the bar, which is an odd combination.
Quite, yeah. I was like, that's a weird ass. Like, how did they even come in contact?
Right.
Like, the fuck?
Yeah. So
I doubt he had her number. Like,
right. They come together. This nigga Superman got a fucking new tattoo. This nigga fucking tattooed his chest with the Superman symbol,
with kryptonite.
Fucking kryptonite. So this nigga just a regular nigga. His eyes red as shit. Like, he been smoking crack for the past year or something like that.
Yeah, is no longer Superman
Son,
at all.
hell no. So he's just a whatever now.
He's just Clark Kent.
Right, because I'm like, difference between you and Batman is...
Right, nothing now.
Batman has straight martial arts, nigga. He knows every martial art in the world. You don't know shit.
Right.
You've had your strength, and that's it.
And that's the thing. It's like, technically, like, I mean, it's kind of reaching, but like in the comics and shit, he finds out like Kryptonian martial arts. So eventually, but we also have to remember this movie is the New 52. So we're dealing with like a new ass Superman. None of that Kryptonian martial arts shit. He's just been strictly overpowering niggas.
Right.
So without that now,
he's useless.
He ain't got no hands.
No.
Like, you kind of tall, I guess, but we fucking with Paradooms. So, like, like, all of them niggas built like trucks. So, like, ain't shit you can do to them.
Right.
So,
it's just like, all right, so Raven's walking around with this useless ass nigga. Right. And then she...
Still tripping.
Right. Having fucking
Trigun's out here like, yeah, let me out.
Right.
Let me out. Right. Like, no.
Come on, daughter. Fuck.
Stay your ass in there.
Right. So,
all right, bitch, one day.
Right. So then it's pretty much them just dealing with the aftermath and trying to figure out a plan. Like, yo, you know, we need to finish this. And Constantine's like, finish what?
Right.
We've been finished, nigga. Like,
right,
did
fuck.
you see what happened?
No.
Right. I remember. I was there. Do you remember? Because it wasn't even a contest. We got ran through, son. Not to mention Zatanna, what happened to her ass? She crying for his help, and this nigga just let her fucking die.
Yep.
He didn't even die with it. He didn't even try. He just ran the fuck off.
It's terrible.
Right. So,
he was like, I don't even know why I ran.
Right.
I just ran. Like, I just couldn't. And it's like, damn.
Right.
So then you finding out slowly what happened to everybody. You know, pretty much damn near everybody got fucking PTSD. Fucked up there. Right, everybody got PTSD at this point. Right. Batman.
Working for fucking...
Right, Darkseid took over his fucking mind, so he's working for Darkseid as his new, like, general.
Right. Lex Luthor is his Earth ambassador.
Bad, you know, scary ass.
So he's just taking care of all his business, putting together everything he need, all his resources and shit.
Took Cyborg and melded that nigga into
his supercomputer.
Right, the supercomputer of Apokolips.
Right.
You got Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter,
Starfire.
Yeah, Starfire, and then what was it, Hawk Girl?
No, it was somebody from her race though.
Yeah, they all turned into his new like 4 Horsemen of Apokolips and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then like we don't know what happened to Flash, at least as far as right now.
No, Flash.
No, I know what happened. I'm saying as far as right now, we don't know what happened to Flash.
Right, we don't know what the
fuck Flash at. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yo, Jordan got fucked up.
Right, like,
and then because when they showed Hal Jordan, I'm like, okay, they using Hal Jordan. I wonder where Jon Stewart is.
Oh man,
this nigga is out at the fucking.
So Darkseid on his Thanos shit right now.
Ghost. I'm trying to hold that back, but yes,
he's on his Thanos shit, yo. He on his Thanos shit. Except the difference is, unlike, you know, Thanos trying to get the fucking Infinity Gauntlet so he can snap half existence, Darkseid is personally just going to planets and fucking them up.
Right.
Like, either you kneel to me or I'm gonna fuck you up. And they're like, we'll never kneel. Ah! Anybody else?
What's the place where the Green Lanterns go?
I forget the name of the planet.
Right, but
yeah, I know he went straight to the Green Lantern core, like where the lantern is, and everything.
And Jon Stewart is fucking crawling over to the main lantern or whatever,
saying his shit, saying the thing.
This nigga Darkseid tells Batman, like, yeah, so I want you to coordinate some lava over here from Earth, and I want to drop it on this certain spot. He's like, yeah, okay, why is that? Just to prove a point.
Right, prove a point. Right, like, not even to send a message, just to prove a point.
Just to prove a point,
and he fucking teleports away, and as fucking John is saying the laugh, beware my power, Green Lanterns.
Just fucking dies in lava, son.
Just melted.
I was blown away, son. I'm just like, son, this is
there was no games being played.
No,
there was no punches being pulled. Shit was just, and then so Batman is there's that whole thing. So Raven and fucking Constantine, and they like, okay, we gotta get to the only person we think would be able to talk to Bruce.
Damian
Wayne.
Damian has gone home.
Yeah, Damian went back to the League of Shadows.
And he's trying to hold his place down. And he's just like, all right, y'all, come on in. Come stay with me for a second.
Except for you, Nick. Like, pointing at Superman. Except for you.
Right.
You
stay your ass.
Like, yeah, and then, they send him there talking about, like, Damian, we need to talk, you gotta talk to see if you can talk to your father. And he's just like man,
I'm talking to this man.
All right, look, if anything, the only thing that I could do to help my father is to give him a peaceful death, an honorable death. That's what he would want, if anything. And it's like, damn. Oh, not to mention was Dick Grayson, who got fucked up.
He was basically killed.
Yeah.
And Damian decided
tried to bring him back to life.
Put him in the Lazarus pit and just
fucked his mind up.
He's done.
He couldn't handle it.
He's done.
He's all messed up. And they're like, you did that, and he's like, look, man.
He was had no fucking choice.
He was like my brother, man. I wanted to save him, but just didn't work out. Like, my bad.
Right.
So
it worked for my mama, and it didn't work for him.
Right.
So yeah, but he had to try. And it's just like, they're just like, well, what are we going to do? Because we can't do nothing, and we gotta try. Fuck, we tried once, we got to try again, because what else is there? If not, this nigga about to ruin the planet anyway. Right. So we might as well go out with the last hurrah. So Damien's like, fuck it, I'm down. Because ain't shit else to do.
Right.
So they like, all right, well.
We got to try to
assemble I got a plan. Lois is already on it. Fucking Lois Lane. You see, oh my God. This is what pissed me. This is the first pissing me off shit. Okay? You go to Lois Lane. And she's in like this fighting pit.
Yeah.
Right? And all the big supervillains are in there. And she's in there in the fighting pit in the ring. And she's fighting Harley Quinn. This bitch can't beat Harley Quinn. Okay?
She shouldn't be able to at all.
Ain't no she can't beat Harley Quinn.
Like, she shouldn't be able to. If anything, I was more surprised that they was like, yeah, look, Lois got hands. Lois got hands.
Right, when?
Right. As much as we see this bitch get captured or in some type of dire situation and Superman to save that ass, now all of a sudden she got hands.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Not only does she have hands,
she's fighting Harley Quinn.
Right. Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That makes
She's
that
not
makes
just
sense.
Joker's sidekick. This bitch can fight, okay?
Right.
She can fight very well. So, no, Lois cannot beat her. But then she beats her. And then Harley Quinn's like, yeah, this is the champion right here.
Right.
Everybody cheer for her. And it's like, what we all fighting over? Like, that's what I didn't get. And then it's just like, yeah, so now everybody's with me, so...
Yeah, they were fighting. She made a bet with her.
To fight for leadership?
Basically, she was like, if I beat you, you got to join us. You got to help us. And so she won. So I was like, all right, well. But my thing was like, wait, so is Harley the leader of all of these? Like, look, I know she's Joker's girl and shit, but like, she got that much pull?
I mean, she has leadership qualities, as we've seen in the show. So it's not like this is something out of nowhere. Like, she's still, and even in the Suicide Squad, she still has some sort of leadership. So,
you had Captain Boomerang was there, which it was funny. Captain Boomerang and Constantine going back and forth because Captain Boomerang's Australian, Constantine's British, and they got that whole thing against each other because Australians and Brits sound similar, but they can't stand each other. Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, fuck you. So,
right. So they had their little back and forth.
Then there was
King Shark was there,
which was funny because then Constantine, he's like, oh shit, it's my ex, and they're like,
you dated Harley?
They're like, gross. And he's like, no, not her. He's like, are you
mad? That crazy?
All right, then it's King Shark. King Shark winks at him, and you're like,
right, like,
bro, what? But like, you, I don't even want to know. Yeah. I don't even want to know.
Is this bestiality?
I don't know what it is, but I don't even want to know.
Right, so it got a little weird.
Yeah, that part was hella weird.
Right.
But yeah, so, they trying to figure out, all right, how can we get the weapons we need and all this shit, blah, blah, blah.
So they go to Lex, and Lex is helping them out. He's like, yeah, I got kryptonite weapons and all types of shit. And Superman's looking like, oh, shit.
Right.
How much kryptonite you got? Fuck.
All of it.
Right. So they're like, yeah, we're getting kryptonite weapons. I'll give Damien a kryptonite fucking sword,
right,
which didn't matter because he never used it. He used it on no parademon, so there you go. There's no point of that. But then they all had fucking kryptonite weapons, so
kryptonite guns, and
right.
He even made a kryptonite dentures,
right,
for King Shark,
right,
so King Shark could just go around biting motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah, Captain Boomerang, kryptonite boomerangs. I was like, why didn't you just give everybody kryptonite guns? Why they don't? Fuck that. Fuck that. Why get close? Why even get that close to the parademons? Just shoot them. Stupid.
Oh, you can't trust everybody with a gun,
I guess.
But yeah, so I mean, fuck them. Like they armored up or whatever, and now they're fighting against the parademons to help give them time to go after Batman and them. Raven's still having her fucking problems. Constantine's still trying to figure out why the fuck he left Zatanna and what the fuck is he going to do when he gets out there.
But meanwhile, Robin and Raven have a little moment.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I see. So y'all, Robin's basically like, I had feelings for you, but I didn't want that to like get in the way and all this shit. And you're like, think of what? And she's like, oh, no, the only reason I have feelings for you too, but the only reason I can't is because my dad wants to kill you. like if Trigun ever gets out, he literally said he's gonna murder you. Like, I don't care about that. We can fight him together. Like, okay, big talk there, big man. From someone who's never met Trigun.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, no. I don't. Their whole thing before, where he was trying to break out, but he kind of did, and he was like walking towards the city, and the Justice League was holding him back, while they were trying to help Raven while she was going through her thing again. Like that all happened, so it's just like, okay. And once they finally get out there, first thing they got to do is fight his 4 horsemen, which they was fucking them up.
Yeah.
And it took Constantine to steal Wonder Woman's whip.
Yep.
And to
fucking basically wrap her up and be like, you really gonna let this man control you? Right. Huh? Who are you, girl? You know who you are? And it's like, I am Diana of Themyscira. Mm-hmm. Blah, 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 blah.
Daughter of Zeus, daughter of so-and-so. And then she breaks it.
Breaks free, and then she's like, all right, y'all go ahead. I can
handle this. And I was like, here we go. The girl power scene. Wonder Woman holding it down.
I mean, she was going in, but they were still giving her that work a little bit. But she was doing her thing.
And she was talking shit to Starfire, saying her real name. Like, shorty, you can't. I taught you. Like, you ain't really about that.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Right. Oh,
all right. So Wonder Woman holds it down and whatever.
Everybody running in there, and now we find out what happened to Flash. This motherfucker, Darkseid turned him into a battery for Apokolips. Because when they came to Apokolips, they wanted to destroy this battery that basically would cause Apokolips to implode on itself. And because they did manage to destroy it, Apokolips needed a new bat. I mean, yeah. So Darkseid made Flash.
Put this thing on a hamster wheel.
Right, and run. And that nigga been running for like, how long had it been? It was like some months later.
It was months, nigga.
Yeah, it was months later. Flash has been running.
Right, just been running the whole time.
So they're like, well, what do we do? Like, blah, blah, blah. They managed, I forgot what they did, but they managed to break him out.
I mean, they just broke the shit. They just let him out.
But it was like, the problem with breaking it was like, okay, but now there's nothing really counteracting, so Apokolips is still going to implode at some point, but whatever.
Right. So while they're doing this, freeing Flash and figuring out what they're going to do with Apokolips, then you go to Earth where he's, like I said, he's draining the planet.
Yeah.
So they send the rest of the people who are still there
to try to stop it. The Justice League Unlimited characters that you always just see in the opening, but you've never seen actually do anything in the show.
Just the rest of everybody, okay? Because you saw the Bat family.
Yeah.
They had I forget the black dude. What's his joint? It's like he's like Blackwing or something like that. He's a bat. He got Batman suit. Because at first I was like, is that Terry McGinnis? I'm like, no. He has the white Batman symbol. No, that's not Terry. But you see Batgirl and I think Batwoman. They're fighting. Yeah. And then they got fucked up.
They getting fucked up. Like they trying.
They got fucked up.
It's a futile effort. Like you seeing these Paradooms just grabbing motherfuckers. They either eating them or ripping them apart.
Right, stabbing them, all this shit.
They just getting fucked up.
And then you go to Captain Marvel coming back, and he flying with one goddamn leg,
right,
and the other leg is just magic. And I'm just sitting there, like he's with like these other 2-3 random people, and I was like, where the fuck is the Shazam family at? Because if you had all of them together, but I guess not.
It's New 52, so new shit, I guess.
Yeah, they was getting fucked up, and then at the end, like Shazam doing his thing because he's Shazam, but then they
starts
surrounded
getting
his
pinned down,
ass.
and he's just like, "Fuck it, Shazam!" Like, damn.
Yeah.
There goes Shazam. But at least he went out
like a G.
Like, you know, the fuck? He went out like a G though. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Zach.
Right. So everybody's out trying to do their thing. Constantine goes back to visit and was like, "Hey, Swamp Thing, can you take this shit out for me, please?"
Right, cause Swamp Thing been hiding all this time.
Right, like get your ass out here.
Like, so you see that thing over there?
It's destroying the planet, nigga.
Right, it's destroying the grain. Swamp Thing's like, oh hell no! Right. So, and what's funny about it is, you realize just how OP Swamp Thing is. Because Swamp Thing was going the fuck in. I mean, he was tearing motherfuckers up. I mean, it didn't matter.
I'm about to say, it didn't last long.
Right, eventually the shit blew up and, he got blown up with it. Yeah. But he was fucking motherfuckers up before that.
He was doing his thing.
Goddamn.
I'll give him that.
All right, so,
And then...
Like, remember Groot in fucking... First Guardians where he just stabbed through a bunch of motherfuckers.
He fucked Groot up.
Swamp Thing was definitely fucked Groot up. Yeah, no, he definitely would fuck Groot up. No matter which version of Groot manages to grow back. But yeah, no. But I'm saying like how Groot impaled like 4 niggas at one time. It was like
side to side fucking them up. Yeah.
So it was like similar to that except
much better.
Yeah, like a lot better.
Right. So then after that, then you get back to pretty much Apokolips, and now Batman has been alerted because Flash ain't powering the shit no more, and everything is going downhill.
He called Lex like, "Hey,
right,
the fuck is going on down there?"
Lex is like, "Yeah, fuck you, nigga. Like I ain't running with
this
y'all.
This is my
no
resignation, bitch."
All right. While they getting surrounded and about to get killed, and even Lois giving her last talk to Superman, like,
right, because at this point shit was going south,
right?
Because Paradooms was coming in there about to fuck shit up, and they was like, well, we've activated the self-destruct of the facility, so wow.
Yeah.
She's just like, she called Superman. She's like, and it was so stupid because he's like, I love you. She's like, I know.
Right.
And it's like, boom, like, damn.
Yeah.
Everybody just died.
Right.
Lois, Harley, King Shark. Again, just everybody.
All them.
Like, damn, they all just got blown up. So, shit's like, all right, well, we don't have a choice. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep doing what we gotta do.
Ain't no turning back now.
So, and Darkseid at the time was gone. Like, they managed to confuse him some type of way, so he didn't come right back to Apokolips.
He didn't need to, because, guess who's there?
He got Batman there.
Batman.
Like, so he's like,
and guess who tried to step to him? Damien. Damien tried to step to him. And
actually, Darkseid did come back by then, because he was watching the fight. Because Damien stepped to Batman, and he's like, Father, and he's just like, alright, little nigga, like,
son. And he told that nigga just like I was mad at in Son of Batman or Bad Blood when they fought and he lost, quote unquote. Then Batman told him, "Yeah, last time the guy let you win.
Right,
I ain't gonna let you win."
Right, he was
time.
basically like, he's like, I don't want to have to do this, Father. Like, nigga, you got me mistaken for who I used to be. Trust and believe, I'm not holding back shit this time.
Right,
and he continued to beat the brakes off of Damien.
Son, he beat the shit out of him. Son.
Beating the shit out of Damien, yo. Like, Damien stood no chance. It was
Hell no.
Like, nigga, you want to know why Ra's al Ghul couldn't beat me, nigga?
Right.
Like, he was piecing Damien's ass up. It was like, God damn. I'm like, whew, shit. Right.
So he fucked him up, and then...
But then it was like they hit him with something. Like, he shocked Batman some type of way, and it kind of shocked his brain, and it kind of broke the control. But
even that, he was at that point where he could kill him, and Darkseid.
Darkseid was telling him to kill him.
Right, he's like, finish the job, and he was like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, no, because he shocked him or something, and he like woke back up. So then he was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And then so the Darkseid's like, fucking disappointment, went to shoot his Omega beams at him. Damien jumped in the way
and
fried the shit out of Damien.
That nigga was burnt to a crisp.
Like, oh my God, that nigga was not even recognized. He turned into a whole raisin, yo.
Right.
Like,
he was done, and then Raven got mad.
Right, because Raven saw him get fucked up, and she's like, so then she lets Trigun out.
Nah, she ain't let him out yet.
Whoa. Oh.
She I think she went wild first, And then she had, cause she had.
Oh yeah,
like,
cause
Trigon's
she
eyes
and
all
then she
that.
had told, cause she had told Constantine like, if I lose control,
Yeah.
kill me. Like, don't let that nigga out, basically. Right. And Constantine was on this whole thing of like, I mean, really think it's gonna take all that? Like, but yeah, like yeah, she had the eyes and she was about to go crazy, and then like, so she's like, John, I can't. So he's like, all right, but instead of killing her like she wanted him to, he let him free, but like from her.
Yeah, he took Trigon out.
He took Trigon out and set him free, and basically he's like,
he tried to make a contract.
Yeah, make a deal with him to be like, yeah, you know, fucking, you want a body that have it so bad, take mine. And Trigon's like, I got a better idea, right. And fucking goes into Superman's body,
son,
and it just breaks Constantine's neck, and it was like. Well, damn, that fucking backfired.
That nigga broke Constantine's neck.
Right.
Then fucking, like, took the fucking kryptonite out of his chest and put his own symbol in that motherfucker. Right. So now...
And then just started wrecking with Darkseid.
It's the demon god Trigon with fucking Superman's body.
Right. Which
That's
is like,
recipe for disaster.
Damn, right. So he fucking shit up. Meanwhile, we go back to Constantine. And he's like, basically like, I guess purgatory. He's not really in heaven or nothing. And he sees Zatanna. So he starts talking to Zatanna. And basically, she tells him like, oh, yeah, no, you didn't run because you wanted to.
Don't worry about that.
Like, like basically, Batman came up with a whole plan. And he was like, well, somebody got to survive this shit. Because Batman pretty much knew like, yeah, we're not going to win this shit. And he basically told her,
fucking Batman.
Right, like it's fucking Batman. And so he basically told Zatanna to basically put a spell on Constantine to make him just leave, just leave. Like if anybody can manage to salvage this fucked up mission, that nigga can. Why Constantine? I don't know, but that's who he chose.
Exactly for this reason.
Right, basically,
he got his fucking neck broken and came back.
And then it was like, you know. And so he's like, well, I mean, shit. What I'm supposed to do now? Like, I'm dead. So it ain't like shit. She's like, now you know. She's like, John, you know goddamn well. It ain't, you know damn well death ain't the end. And he's like, he's like, come on, man. I just want to rest. I don't want to go back.
Out of this shit.
And it was like, nope, fuck it. And I forgot what they did to bring him back to life. But.
Yeah, he came back.
And he's like, fuck. Like, he was like mad as shit.
And then Raven pretty much gave up most of her powers to bring Damian back. Yeah. I remember like exactly when it happened, but she did. And then she went through the whole white cloak thing and everything. Yep. And gave her powers to bring him back. And then now, I forgot how they got him out of Superman.
Yeah, they got Trigon out of Superman some kind of way.
And then that's when Superman started fucking up.
Yeah, Superman started wrecking with Darkseid.
So Darkseid was getting his ass beat for like a good hour.
Yeah.
And
then eventually Darkseid started to beat Superman's ass.
Yeah. Then he started getting him back. And
oh wait. No, we moved too fast. Lois and them dying happened after Trigon took over Superman's body. Because I remember they showed the message to him to try to break him out.
Yeah,
right. And so Superman fought back against Trigon, and that's how they got Trigon out of Superman.
Right. So that's how he got him out.
Yeah.
And then they blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then after that, that's when it was just like, he got out and he was fucking him up as Superman.
Yeah.
And then Trigon was back in like Raven's little diamond that she has on her forehead.
Yep.
And then she came up with the plan. She was like, fuck it, I know what to do so that we can end this shit and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and it was...
Fuck it, break Trigon out. And I was sitting there, son, I knew it from the beginning. I'm like, maybe we should let this nigga out, like, for this nigga Darkseid. Because who better to fight this nigga than him?
Than fucking Trigon.
Right. Because like I said, I think it was Justice League versus Teen Titans. But when they was trying to stop Trigon when he first broke out, nigga, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman was trying to hold this nigga back. And they couldn't do it. Okay?
Trigun is a whole problem. Yo.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, yeah.
So, yeah, it was... I don't remember what they did specifically. But, like, they basically made it so that Trigun could manifest itself without needing a host. And once he came out, because I remember he came out and he finally formed this shit. And he told Raven, he was like, "Thank you, daughter. Yeah. This is the greatest gift you've ever given."
Right, because he was just beating the shit out of fucking Darkseid.
And that nigga went back at Darkseid with a vengeance. He's like, "Yeah," nigga, like, you remember me? Nigga, like, he was throwing hands. So then it's like, okay, so Apokolips is about to implode, and Cyborg was like telling him, like, y'all gotta get out of here, yo. Right. And they're like, "Yo, we're not leaving without you." He's like, "Bro, like, I'm stuck in the wall. Like, I can't go nowhere." So even if you wanted to detach me, it would take too much time. So y'all just go. Like, I can only open up a boom tube for so long. So y'all go ahead and bounce.
All right. So they all leave. Trigon fights Darkseid until the fucking planet implodes.
Right, and it's funny. And what made it funnier about that shit was because it was something specific Darkseid was trying to do, but he wasn't able to do it because they left. And he's like, "No," because like as the planet's imploding and shit, he's like, "No," and then Trigun like on some petty shit grabs this nigga like, like and just like drags him into the thing.
Where the fuck you think you going?
And you just hear Cyborg like, "Fuck y'all," like basically like it's he hit Booyah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he hit Booyah, but he did say like fuck them or some shit like that.
He said something, but it was.
Oh, he's like Booyah bitches or something.
Yeah, he said Booyah bitches.
Yeah, and then it's just fucking imploded.
All right.
So now, Darkseid's gone, all this shit's gone, whatever.
Half the fucking planet is dead.
And then the problem is Earth itself is eventually gonna blow up because of Darkseid drilling for so long. The planet's core is all fucked up. There's no way to repair it.
Right.
And they're like, we might survive, but not everybody's gonna survive.
Right.
Like, the planet's pretty much fucked.
Right. What are we gonna do? Right. I'm just sitting there, Flash.
Right, basically like Flash can do it. Because that's all I'm thinking is like, so Flash is going to run again, right?
Yeah.
But what was funny is because like Constantine was like, went to talk to him, he's like, "You know what you got to do, right?"
Right.
And Flash is like,
"God damn it.
But no, he's like, but if I do it, man, there's no telling what will happen.
Right.
Like,
he's like, anything's better than this shit.
Right, like, it's fucked up right now.
Right.
There's literally nothing we can do.
Right. So here's our only option. Create a flashpoint, and then we try again. Fuck it. So Flash is like, all right. That's a flashpoint. Dun, dun, dun. That's the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. It was worth it.
Yeah, okay? No, it was a good movie.
You know why it was worth it?
Watching everybody get fucked up at the beginning? Oh no, I'm sorry. That was just me.
Yes.
Exactly. See, it was like, because it's like, my thing was like,
no, but I got you right here. Okay. Mm. This was just fucking Endgame, like for real.
It really was.
It was Endgame.
It really was with a lot more
Civil
death.
War. Yeah, it was Civil War. But my problem with Civil War and Endgame is that we knew niggas was coming back. Okay. In Dragon Ball, they got the Dragon Balls. They can wish niggas back.
Right.
But then there's still the pain of death. Okay? Who the fuck in Civil War and Endgame were killed?
Killed?
Like killed.
Like never coming back?
No, like were killed. That felt the pain of death.
Oh. Nobody. Except for the first Thanos.
The niggas on the first ship, on Thor's ship, when they was coming back, which we didn't get to see. All we got to see was Hulk getting pieced the fuck up.
Right.
And we saw Heimdall get killed. And Loki, which we still don't know.
I mean, yeah, we're still not sure if that was Loki actually.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
come on, it's Loki.
Exactly. So we're like, all right. And then the whole plan with we're gonna put something together. And this is if we do this.
I mean, like Vision got killed, but he's a robot. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Fuck him.
He's a robot. Who cares?
All right, but then there's, like I said, no one was brutally murdered. No one really died in the fight. And that was my biggest problem with Civil War. Because I'm like, we know niggas is going to get brought back. So to only have people die, because when it was like, Avengers will die, it was like, oh, then who going to get fucked up? And it's like, well, nobody really. They're just going to get snapped and just fade and
and then get unsnapped and be right back.
Exactly. So it was just like, okay,
we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
All right. So now you get Apokolips, where it's like niggas gonna die. They gonna get eventually. They're gonna reverse time, bring it back.
Like, but it ain't gonna be the same. It ain't gonna be the same niggas. Like no. Like this is a whole nother time.
And even if it was, nigga, you ain't gonna forget. You would not forget what they went through, son. Getting fucking swarmed by hordes and stabbed and ripped apart and eat all that shit. Oh, nigga, hell no. That was some real shit.
Yeah.
That was some shit that you watching, you are disturbed.
Like it was some ReZero shit.
Right. That's why I'm like, son, like, no, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, it was mad. It was like it's some shit that's like mad traumatic. Like whoa. Like first of all, Iron Man gets stabbed in fucking Infinity War, but he didn't die. Which I mean, you kind of knew he wasn't going to, but it was still like, oh shit. But it wasn't like a
stab.
Like if he stabbed him in the heart and it was like you saw the life leave his eyes, then it'd be like that'd be a whole other thing. But instead, it's just like, and he's just like, I hope they remember you. But he's just gonna leave. You're not gonna finish the job.
Right.
All right. I mean, I guess. I mean, villain book 101. Always make sure that the niggas are dead.
All right. Like, that's what I'm saying. So that's why this Apokolips it shits on Civil War.
But see, this was so funny about it though. DC. See, DC, y'all need to just stick to the animated movies. Those are y'all special.
Nigga, imagine if this had went to the theaters.
It would have been ass.
You said what?
It would have been ass.
Oh, no. It would have been rated R.
Oh, it would have to be rated R.
It would have to be rated R. It would have to be. Yes, if they would put that.
Absolutely fucking have
Yes, oh my God. But then it's like, why not? Have we not proven?
Because it's like the only
that
time.
Niggas want R-rated
Right, we did Deadpool,
movies.
rated R. Great. We did Logan, rated R. Fucking. Because first of all,
guess what else?
Logan
they were the highest sold movies.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing, like, because that's my thing about Logan, like, bro, if you don't do a rated R Wolverine movie, are you really doing Wolverine as a character justice? The motherfucker has indestructible claws that just rip shit apart.
Mm-hmm.
How you can't do PG-13 that? You can't have just people get stabbed. No, he's blood splattering across his face, all kinds of shit. Like, motherfuckers are dying.
Right.
Okay, you're not just getting stabbed by Wolverine, but ow, no.
And then you like halfway in it because you're like, well, halfway appreciate it because like it's his last one.
Right.
So thanks for the last hurrah. But now you like, could have been.
Right, exactly. Like we could have had more of this shit.
Right.
Y'all have just done all the X-Men movies rated R.
All right. So
plus, I mean, honestly and truthfully, if you really think about the comics of any like Marvel, DC, any of that shit, all of that content is like rated R. Because motherfuckers be fucking, fighting, killing, all kinds of shit. I mean, like, come on now. How many times Jean done bounce between Cyclops and Wolverine?
A lot.
A lot. How many times has, like, like, come on, bro. Let's be honest. Marvel comics are way more brutal than they fucking give you credit for in the MCU. And I mean, obviously, it's not going to go that far because it's like, kids watch these.
They watch other shit too. So
fuck
it's
kids.
Right. So it's just like, if DC want to get to the movie game,
they gonna have to go big.
They gotta go all like that.
Gotta go big, yo.
You gotta give me a live action Apokolips War, my nigga, because that shit right there, that's what the fuck you need to be selling.
And that's an example of what the fuck you mean when you take anime or just a cartoon in general, do a live adaptation. You have the material. Just do that in live action. Yeah. We're not asking for you to change anything. Just that.
And but you gotta take it there.
Yeah, you have to take it there. You can't half-ass it. Has to go.
Imagine Bleach in live action, and they don't have when Renji get fucking sliced to hell.
Oh, by the
oh my!
Right, you'd be like,
imagine not having that. Like he just, I just stabbed you. Like fuck no, son. That nigga, son.
Bro, No.
Even in the animated shit was in black and white.
Right, the shit went
so
black and white. He got that fucked up.
Son, that's what I'm saying.
You was sitting there like, yo, Richie dead.
Right.
That's all you was thinking. Richie dead. Somehow he's not. But you're like,
he had his last hurrah too, and it didn't last long.
Right.
So yeah, no, we need to see niggas getting fucked up, and this goddamn movie delivered. So Justice League Dark Apokolips. 5 out of 5. I don't give a fuck. 10 out of 10, whatever you want to call it. Even with, like I said, even with some of the little shit, which it wasn't much. Yeah. Like, those 1 or 2 nitpicks I got, they don't fuck with the movie.
Not at all.
The whole, they coming back anyway, it's worth it when they get fucked up. And
especially considering the fact that Flash running at the end, creating another Flashpoint. I mean, if you haven't seen Flashpoint Paradox, definitely go watch Flashpoint Paradox.
It didn't work out well for them.
Woo,
it wasn't
boy.
fun for them.
That shit did not end well for anybody in Flashpoint Paradox.
So
that shit was so bad.
That's what I'm saying. Justice League or DC, you got the animated movies on lock.
Like shit. But they always have though. That's the funny part. It's like they always have. DC movies have always been the shit. Those were the things that me and my dad would watch. Like, oh, the fuck is. He would always be like, yo, did you see this one? Yo, you see that one? Yo, and that's why, like, and I guess that's why Suicide Squad live action pissed me off so much. Because I thought we was gonna get Assault on Arkham, and that's not what we got. Oh. I was like, instead we got this basically Avengers anti-hero fucking shit. And I was like, whack.
With the worst Joker ever.
Right, whack. I was like, that's so fucking whack. That shit was corny. Shit was corny. The only thing I got out of that movie was that one killer. Kalani, I think is her name. I think it was Kalani, yeah.
No, her name is Katana.
What? What are you talking about? No, not Katana. I'm talking about the song, nigga.
Oh. Like, I'm about to say.
I'm talking about the song Gangsta.
Oh.
I think that's Kalani. But either way, yeah, like, that was like my favorite scene just because that song was so well with the scene. But the movie itself is just like, what am I watching? Like, it's just like, this is whack. This is very whack. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah. Or like if you're going to do the Batman versus Superman thing. Like, bro.
Just watch Dark Knight Returns.
Like shit. Definitely watch Dark Knight Returns. That is literally that entire fight.
Goddamn animated universe of fucking DC.
It's great, man. Sheesh. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. So it's just like, yes, if you haven't, watch Justice League Doom, nigga. Like,
watch all of them.
All of them shits, bro. Batman and Superman, Public Enemy, all that shit. All this shit's, man, them shits are great. Mm-hmm. Okay? The DC anime, like, first of all, reach even further back, nigga. Batman Mask of the Phantasm, nigga. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, fucking phenomenal. Motherfucking amazing, okay? Those motherfuckers are the hallmark. Anytime you hear a Joker laugh, they are trying their best to imitate Mark Hamill. Except for maybe Heath Ledger. He's probably the only one that tried to do it his own type of way. And you know what?
He had a little mark in
He did. But he still added his own little spin to the shit. And it was like, that's why those two, Mark Hamill got it on the voice, on the laugh, all that shit. But he's got that shit on the live action. I'm not knocking Jack. Jack had his own little way of doing the shit too. But if we rating, like, top is definitely Mark, Heath, Jack. I guess Joaquin, he fourth. Because by default, because Jared Leto was trash. Like, by default, just because Jared Leto was garbage.
Okay, so, not Jared Leto. Fuck him. He's the worst.
Yeah.
What about, your boy, Cesar Romero? Original.
Oh, you talking about back in fucking Adam West days?
Yeah.
I mean, for the time, for how the Joker was in the comics back then, yes, he did.
I would take him over Joaquin.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like over the time, like the time of when that Joker, like how Joker was back in the comics back then, Cesar Romero definitely did it the exact way that Joker was written in the comics to be. Like he was like a Joker, like not like fucking like he's crazy, but not like he's just like a wacky villain. I mean, it's kind of wacky. So it's like Cesar Romero just kind of played him the way that he was written, and it was fine. He did a good job doing it, you know. But it's like
Mark Hamill and Heath Ledger just added that
right.
That gravitas.
Like Mark, and I think the craziest part about Mark is like after realizing that Mark Hamill did the Joker and
like this
looking
is
at
fucking
Star
Luke
Wars,
Skywalker.
right? You're like, how the fuck? Like it's the weirdest shit.
Right.
Like
that's the
Mark Hamill
two-side.
Wow.
Like, there's not many. Some people are usually the hero or the villain.
Right. This
and
motherfucker is both, and
both.
it's just like, bro, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Right. Like, it's crazy to me, and it's even crazier when you like read his like history, like his actor history, like the other voices he's done for different characters. You realize how many other characters he's done. It's like, oh, well, shit. Like,
right.
He's done a lot. He's done a lot.
Right.
And I was just like, wow. There's some characters I forgot who it was. It was some character he did for some show. I think it was a Ben 10 character or something. I was like, what? That's Mark Hamill. Okay.
All right.
He's been everywhere, so you know.
All right. The only way to make this movie better was to have him in.
Pretty much.
Kevin Conroy's Batman, but you know,
right, like even if you wanted to do it on some Darth Vader type shit, like how they had James Earl Jones do the voice for Darth Vader, like I mean, fine, whatever helps you make the magic happen.
That's what I want for Slade, man.
Oh man. Speaking of Slade, you know what? Never mind. We're gonna get sidetracked if I get into it because I remember them.
He died. He got killed.
No, I mean, didn't they show him at the end of one of the fucking?
Yeah, fucking Justice League.
They showed him at the end of Justice League. That's
Yeah.
right, because he was talking.
No, on a boat.
Yeah, it was a Batman. Was Batman versus Superman one? No, it was Justice League. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was like
because they thought
right, they thought it was gonna get a sequel.
Yeah, nah, nigga.
Which is like it kind of saddens me because it's like I would love to see Slade. Like,
I would too. I would love to see Slade.
As a matter of fact, since they on this whole thing about the fucking new Batman with Robert Pattinson and everybody's been talking about this shit about who the villain gonna be, just make it Slade. Give us Batman Arkham Origins. Slade is the main villain this time, not fucking side villain.
I don't understand.
God, they sold that game on Slade being the fucking
damn
video.
Right, because I goddamn got that game because of him.
And then what do they make it? Hey, it's Joker. Bro, get the fuck out. I don't care about this nigga. We done already fought him twice. He done died. Like, let me fucking see. Like, and I guess that's the only issue is because, like, Batman has so many other villains. And I get it, you know, him and Joker's rivalry is like a hallmark of the Batman entire fucking thing. But he has so many other villains. But it says a lot when you try to sell every game off of the Joker. Because even Arkham Knight, where it's more about the Arkham Knight, they spend the whole fucking game letting you know, like, hey, Batman's slowly turning into the Joker. So you keep seeing hallucinations of the Joker a whole fucking game.
I mean, but let's be for real, okay? Let's be really real. If you have a Batman video game, are you not going to be like, I wonder what the Joker's up to?
I mean, of course. You're going to think it. Like, it's no different than, like, playing a Spider-Man game and wondering, like, hey, is Venom going to be in this? Like, you know, like,
damn right.
You want to see, like...
Because if he's not, it's some
there's
bullshit.
certain people, it's like, if they were to do a Superman game, want to fight Darkseid. Like, either Darkseid or Doomsday, but most likely Darkseid because he's. I mean, come on, it's Darkseid.
The only real villain that he can fight.
For real. Because it's like Doomsday. I mean, if Doomsday wasn't so cheap, it'd be cool. But like Doomsday,
if they didn't rush fucking, if they didn't try to combine
Zod and fucking Doomsday.
Well, I mean,
or just the Batman versus Superman plus Justice League plus his fucking Superman Doomsday all in one goddamn movie.
Exactly.
Because that's what made it ass. That's one of the one things.
Right.
One of the one things.
Pick one out of these 3 major goddamn storylines.
Right, just one. And maybe you can make a salvageable movie. But when you try to put 3 together and tell them in a terrible fucking way, by the way.
Oh, man.
Like, Batman's mad at Superman because he destroyed a city while he was fighting Zod.
Like, he has other reasons to be mad at him.
Right.
I mean, I'm not... Clearly, after the first movie happened, and niggas was like, you know, Superman is fucking up a lot of Metropolis. Like, right. I can take that being another reason.
Right.
But
that being, like, his only reason? He wants revenge on Superman because he blew up a building that he owned, that he had people that worked for him and stuff, and, like, all those people died in that building because of you. Like,
all right, you're a threat. You're a problem.
Like, bro, you do realize I was fighting someone who literally would have destroyed the entire planet.
Right. It's not like he was just going around fucking shit up on
like,
purpose.
I was in the middle of a fight.
Right.
My bad. Like, I wasn't trying to kill your people.
That's what I'm saying. But
and then for all of that to get turned around by save Martha. Why'd you say that name?
All right.
Why'd you say that name?
It's his mother's name.
As a fellow man whose mother's name is Martha, I will save her. Like, man, shit, that shit done throw me all the way off.
Fucking DC, man.
The point is, like, DC, get your shit together.
You're fucking up.
Right, get your shit together, bro.
They keep, I think they keep searching for their voice, even though it's right here.
Because the problem is, it's like DC is trying so hard to catch up to Marvel in the live action department, but the thing is, it's like, I mean, DC, bro, y'all got it in the animated department.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got it. Just start making them shits big budget, animated. Put those in theaters.
That's what I'm saying.
I promise you can make just as much bread as Marvel.
That's what I'm saying. I promise you. If they would have put that shit in theaters, niggas would have paid to go see it.
For real. But it's like y'all keep doing this shit straight to DVD. Or fucking, now we want to do live action. But you do live action on a story nobody cares about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, say they did put this out in theaters, which they could, because as we saw with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, people will pay to go see an animated movie.
Paid for it 7 times.
Right. So I don't know. Why don't you just, do that?
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, if COVID didn't happen, I definitely would have been in the movies to see Trolls World Tour.
Or those things that you did animated, just do them live action.
Just everything you're doing.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if there's like some whole system that makes it hard to do something rated R. I don't know. But
you can do the shit.
I'm gonna need you to step your shit up, because I promise you could. Because I feel like the Aquaman joint, like,
they tried to go Game of Thrones, like,
you tried to sell us
next in line, and
because you tried to sell us on the whole Jason Momoa, Khal Drogo. He's Aquaman. Like, oh, you bitch! How dare you feed on my nostalgia of Game of Thrones? Throwing this thing in and think I'm gonna just go see it. Of course I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna be mad. Like,
the other problem with that is they're like, hey, here's Black Manta, but not. Like, he's here, but he's not the main part of the story. Like, it's about him versus his brother fighting for control of Atlantis.
Plus, I think, and you know what's even worse, and I'm realizing this, DC, you try too hard to copy Marvel in certain things. Because I'm realizing, like, I mean, I don't know if it's like Jason Momoa just being Jason Momoa, but like,
yes,
right. But I realized, like, thinking about how he acted in the movie, I realized you were trying to do the same thing like Thor Ragnarok did.
Of course,
because it was like, oh, Thor 1 and 2, because they're Shakespearean, so they're speaking a very specific way. And then Thor Ragnarok runs around and like, now we're more jokey. Now, Thor's more laid back and blah, blah, blah. Then you give us Aquaman and it's just like, yeah, he's just laid back, just in general.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, because he'd be technically be similar to Thor if we had him talking in Shakespearean talk. Like, I mean, but that's, I mean, for the first movie, like,
nah,
I'm like, I get it, but it's like the problem is the thing that made Thor Ragnarok more successful is because of the fact that the other Thors were set a certain way, and now you have this one to counteract it. So that's why people are like, yo, Thor Ragnarok is probably like the best one. Even though Thor 1, I like Thor 1. Thor the Dark World, I'm going to be honest with you, I definitely didn't watch it.
You wouldn't have liked it.
I definitely didn't watch it.
It was boring as shit.
Yeah, I heard. Like, it played on the ship all the time, but I just never watched it. I just never...
Good for you.
I just never sat down and watched it, and I heard it was bad, and I was like, oh, well, all right, good. I didn't plan on watching it, so, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean...
But that's what I'm saying. It's like when you compare those, it's like, oh, Thor the Dark World was ass. And Thor Ragnarok came around, it's like, oh, shit, this is so different. It's so much different than Thor the Dark World. It's so much better. Oh, my God, I love this. Blah, 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 blah. You know, so it's like, okay.
I'll tell you what Ragnarok was. You know what Ragnarok was? Did you know we could have fun? We can?
Basically, like, shit. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, okay. I thought he had to be serious all the time. No. Like, yeah. you think people come watch Star Wars movies to watch the Senate conversations and shit the whole time? Hell no. Nah. We here to watch motherfuckers flip around and just fight with lightsabers and shoot force powers and shit. Wait.
So,
bro,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck about these politics in Star Wars. I want to see people fight.
Well, there you go. That's what you got in Ragnarok. You got to see Thor fight Hulk again.
Yep.
In a real fight.
Right.
So they giving us what we want.
You got to see Hela come in, fuck everybody up.
Right.
Like, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm down for this. I'm down.
What we get in Aquaman?
A lot of reluctance, and you know, fights.
Right. Fights, quote unquote, because this nigga went to a whole land of dinosaurs and ain't punched one fucking T-Rex. So you know what, DC, get your shit together, okay? Y'all,
that's what I'm saying. It's like the coolest part I've ever seen in a DC live action movie. The coolest part, for me anyway, was at the beginning of Justice League when those people were holding those people hostage, and Wonder Woman came in as a dude tried to shoot everybody. She was like, tick, 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 tick. I was like, I remember being a little hyped for that. I was like, yo, that was dope as fuck. Like, she came in cool as shit. But then that was, you know, that was my hype moment, and that was literally my entire energy for the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie, I just was like, man, nothing has matched that. Everything else is just meh compared to that. Because it's like, after that, it's predictable. Like, oh, we're going to try to fight Steppenwolf. We're going to get our asses beat. Superman's going to come back and beat the shit out of Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even a fight.
It wasn't.
Beat the shit out of him.
Hey, he just beat the shit out of Steppenwolf. It wasn't no challenge whatsoever. It's like after Steppenwolf done set up here and put the brakes on everybody else, or at least giving them a hard time, Superman comes in and just completely ends this man's entire fucking...
Alright.
Like, well, that's anticlimactic. Like, I mean, it's like, yeah, I knew Superman would be the deciding factor, but like, not the deciding factor. Like, goddamn, what's the point of the fight? Basically, at that point, you could let him do whatever the fuck he wanted until Superman woke up.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I mean, they have their live action movies, which they also have their animated movies, and their animated movies are better.
Yeah.
So when Batman v Superman came out, I had already seen Dark Knight Returns, so I'm like, I know what I should be expecting. Mm-hmm. Did I get it? Fuck no.
I don't know.
Thanks. Still waiting on the Teen Titans movie.
Oh my god.
Alright. They done a whole show animated. They done the New 52 version animated. And they all been straight. Teen Titans show, of course, was excellent, but they've been straight. Shit, they even had Teen Titans go to the movies. And even if it is some bullshit that they didn't continue the show and then went with a jokey version, I'm pretty sure Teen Titans Go to the Movies was better than any fucking live action movie they had in recent years.
He even had Stan Lee in it. It didn't make any sense.
Right.
Well, it was funny because he was Stan Lee, so he's like, I know I'm not part of this. I just love cameos. And it was like,
oh my god,
that was great. Like, it was just like, that's great. I like that y'all did that. Like, That's pretty funny.
They need help from Marvel. Come on, DC.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. Like, even as a matter of fact, even Wreck-It Ralph, which has no ties, I mean, other than being Disney, they had a Stan Lee cameo in Wreck-It Ralph. That's how much this man Stan Lee meant to Marvel. All right. But anyway, you know, like, yeah, DC, come on, man. Like, y'all, trust me, y'all, take it from us, take it from fans. Y'all got the juice when it comes
just
to
hire us, nigga. The fuck?
Y'all got the fucking juice when it comes to anime.
Just hire us and we'll put it together for you, because it's really not that hard.
It's not at all.
I don't understand. Like, all this money you keep spending on all these writers and producers to come up with this shit.
Right, to come up with bullshit stories.
It's already there. It's already there. Please, someone, anybody, tell them niggas we can do it. We can handle it for them. Because it's definitely not that hard. So, DC animated movies. Watch all of them. Right. Watch them all and work your way up to fucking Apokolips War, because you want to see it. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. I don't give a fuck if you haven't watched any movie before. Just jump in there. Why not? It's definitely worth it. Worth the experience. And if you weren't happy with Civil War and Endgame like I was, this is your best alternative. Trust me. So, yeah. I mean, this has been a Ungrateful Ambassadors. We've gone on quite quite some rants.
Gets a little long, you know.
Yeah.
Get a little passionate. Go on some tangents. You know.
Yeah. But, you know,
all comes down to the same goal.
Right. Watch this movie.
Right. DC, get your shit together.
Please.
And this is Hide Toshiosuke.
Super Miles.
Peace.
We out.